Hey VV Nation, happy Valentine's Day. And I thought that I would do a video looking at some stocks that you might want to love or leave. But these are stocks that should take advantage of what's going on this special day, Valentine's Day. And these are stocks that fit right into that theme. But again, should you love them or should you leave them? Let's get right into my stocks. Really straightforward today. In regards to the stocks that are Build-A-Bear, makes sense, Hershey, Signet for jewelry, Netflix, Darden for eating. So let's go through each and every one of these and determine if they are stocks that you want to love or leave, or are they best of breed in their industry? So we're going to do a little bit extra analysis. I know today is Valentine's Day, and these are good stocks that could help will get boosted up because of Valentine's Day. But from an investor's perspective, are these really worth your time and your money? Let's start with Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear, it's trading at a price of $24.10 with a value of $32.37. Like it because it's undervalued. Let's look at the VectorVest analysis. Relative value, the stock's upside potential as compared to a AAA corporate bond. It should outperform that AAA corporate bond by 39% over the next 1 to 3 years. Now, safety, though, it's a little bit riskier. The relative safety is below the value of 1, but it does have good upside potential. It is in an uptrend right now and a VST above 1. It's a hold, positive earnings growth rate. Why is Build-A-Bear so important? Because it creates memories. You go get a special bear for that special one. They hold on to it. And when you're not there, they squeeze it. They cuddle it with it. So it's a good thing for creating memories. Now, let's look at Build-A-Bear. Let's go look at the stocks in the industry group, and let's go see where it sits. All right, so it's in the stocks retail miscellaneous diversified. Look at that. Number 2 in an industry that's got 41 stocks. Boom. I like that one. That one is a keeper. All right, that one is a keeper. Let's go to Hershey Foods. Hershey, man, who can go wrong with chocolate? That's a last minute thing, and I bet you that chocolate sales are going to go up, specifically, especially for today. But Hershey, especially for the chocolate, but they do a lot of other things as well. Let's analyze it. Trading at 240 with a value of 161. It is grossly overvalued. Now, that doesn't make it a bad stock. It just means that people are willing to pay a premium to own the stock. Let's do the further analysis. Relative value above 1, it should outperform a AAA corporate bond by 9% over the next 1 to 3 years. It's a safe stock. Tells me that it's not a risky stock. It's a stock that consistently makes money quarter over quarter, year over year, and it's in an uptrend. Now, it may not be as big as an uptrend as Build-A-Bear, but it's above 1. It is in an uptrend. Positive earnings growth, and it's a buy. Again, chocolate is big for this time of the year, especially for Valentine's Day. You know something? I'm a little iffy on it. It is overvalued. The relative value, relative safety, relative timing are all on one. Positive earnings growth rate. I'm not a big fan of way overvalued stocks, but it does have some potential. So I'm pretty much right there on that. Signet, well, that's in jewelry. How many of you, and I want you to type it in here, I know it's a recorded video, but type in the room. How many of you on Valentine's Day say, oh my gosh, it's Valentine's Day, and made a last minute ditch to go buy some jewelry? Be honest with yourself. Type a 1 in the room. If you've never been caught off guard, type a 2. Better take that personal inventory right there. Be honest with yourself. But you know, jewelry is big at this time of the year. Let's go take a look at the analysis. Trading at 76, a value of 87. Undervalued. Boom. I like that. Upside potential. This stock should outperform the AAA corporate bond by 12% over the next 1 to 3 years. Safety. It's a little riskier of a stock, but it is in an uptrend right now. Positive earnings growth rate. Now, I like this a little bit better than Hershey because it is undervalued, good upside, in an uptrend, positive earnings growth rate. I'd give this a little bit more of a keep them than not. All right. Not pristine in what I want, but pretty darn good. Netflix. Oh, man. Oh, hold on. Before we do, let's go see where Signet sits in its industry group. All right. So I go look at the stocks in the industry. And I open that up. That's in stocks retail jewelry. Look at that, number 4 out of 10. That's another reason why I like it. It's in the top percentile of its industry as far as the stock is concerned. Netflix. Yeah, I'm not going to go back to that Netflix and chill. Y'all know what that meant. I'm not going there. But I will go to the point that after dinner, you may want to come home and watch a rom-com. For those of you who don't know, that's a romantic comedy. And Netflix is still the big boys out on the street as far as streaming is concerned. They've been gaining subscribers, losing subscribers, but nonetheless, they are still the big boy in the streaming field. And I think no matter who you ask, everybody for the most part has got a Netflix account still. Now, let's get to the analysis. It's trading at $358 with a value of 101. Way overvalued, but Netflix has continued to be overvalued. Why is that? Because people's perception of the stock lets them know that they want to buy into the stock, driving the stock's price higher. And again, because the stock is overvalued doesn't make it a bad stock. But I never like a stock that's way overvalued. But let's check it out. Upside potential, not there. So long term, I may not like Netflix because it's going to underperform a AAA corporate bond over the next 1 to 3 years. Safety makes money. In an uptrend, actually, it's the fastest uptrending stock in the list. Positive earnings growth. The two things that I don't like about it is that it's way overvalued, and the long-term upside potential, I'm not feeling that. But with relative timing above 1 and the fastest moving stock, short term, I can play Netflix. But putting all of the analysis together, I don't like it long term. Let's right click, view the stocks in the industry group. Let's see where Netflix sits. Now, out of the streaming, well, this is in stocks, internet, e-commerce, 122 stocks. Notice that Netflix doesn't meet the top 10. Ooh. So again, long term, I may not like it, but short term, because it is in an uptrend and the fastest uptrending stock on the list, I may like it from that perspective. All right. So I'm more on the love it side than the leave it side. Darden. Oof. After, you go out, you have a good meal. Now, the cool thing about Darden is Darden owns a lot of popular places like Longhorn Steakhouse, Bahama Breeze, Olive Garden, Yard House. So very well-known restaurants. And on Valentine's Day, you want to take the love of your life or somebody you like out to eat. And those are very popular places. Let's analyze the stock. 146, value of 144. I'm going to call that fairly valued, okay? Upside potential is there. Should outperform the AAA corporate bond by 10%. Relative safety is there. It is above 1, barely, but still above 1. And it's in an uptrend. Positive earnings growth. Well, let's see where the rubber meets the road. Let's right-click, view the stocks in that industry group. As I pull that up, this is in stocks in the food restaurant. Notice there's 59 stocks. Ooh, Darden doesn't fit in the top 10. That means there's a lot of other stocks that are better than Darden from that perspective. But I think because of the names of the restaurants, this is a good stock from that perspective. Fairly valued. All three things, VectorVest valuations are above 1, positive earnings growth. You know something? This is more of a love 'em. All right, this is more of a love 'em. I think well-rounded stock nonetheless. Folks, so what does this all mean? Here's 5 stocks, thematic for Valentine's Day. I've given you my insights on which ones I would love, which ones I would leave alone. But again, happy Valentine's Day. Here's great picks for you nonetheless. Enjoy them. And once again, this video is over. And until then, next time, see ya.